Mark, I'm gonna start with just the easy question for you, kind of given your background, which is, what's wrong with warehousing technology today?
Well, first of all, I think it's fair to say it does a lot of things really well, right? To give the vendors and the people that work so hard at it their props, I think that it does things well. I think that the issue that I've had over the past, well, let's say about since 2015, is that it just feels like some of the vendors in the space, some of the WCS vendors, some of the even WMS vendors, still have a very sort of concrete, fenced-in approach to the world that they're in. Like, the four walls, they consider the four walls sort of their venue, their responsibility, and they've been sort of, not sometimes purposely, sometimes not purposefully, locking people out. And I think it has to do with the approach of the way that they've looked at exposing themselves, exposing the abilities that they have to the outside world. It has to do with relative openness to, include new technology. And I think it's hindered the adoption of innovation, which to me is one of the most frustrating things. When I go to a show like ProMat or Modex, and you see all of this technology, and frankly, all that technology is like screaming to get to the floor, and it's being stymied a bit by the thought processes around the way that WMSs do things or the WCSs, and let's just say some of the incumbent folks out there have a narrow view of the world, and so their inclusion of that technology can tend to be a bit delayed or a bit difficult. And that's, for me, one of the most frustrating things, and what I've been doing in the field for, like I said, about since 2015 or so, to help move things along and help just get all that, like guys like you and other folks that have great technology, great ideas. I just lock them under great innovation, small things, big things, things that are more than just the four walls, like deer stuff. I mean, that's really where I think the frustration for me comes, because I hear it from the customers.